everyone. Welcome back to Chair Yoga with Anna here at Irie Bliss. And we are starting right now with a 45-minute practice today. So we're going to begin by sitting in our chairs. I have a blanket under my bottom, which lifts my bottom up a little bit above my knees and makes it a little bit more comfortable, especially if your legs are a little bit shorter. And if your feet don't ground into the floor, meaning make full contact, just grab a book or a block and just place your feet on it so you have full contact. So we're going to begin, again, practicing with compassion, self-love, self-care. I'm going to close our eyes and begin to get into the natural rhythm of our breath and tuning in. And as we close our eyes, we go inward. And as we do this, we begin to bring the awareness into our feet, or just how we're sitting today. And sitting up nice and tall. And from here, you want to be sure that you're not leaning into your chair. You want to be sure you're sitting up nice and tall. And a little in-breath here. Bring your shoulders up to your ears and just roll them back and let them settle. And as you're taking in those breaths through the nose and out the nose, begin to lengthen the breaths. As you inhale, your chest will expand, lower rib cage expands, and belly fills. And as you exhale, belly falls, chest falls. Chin is nice and parallel to the floor. And if you don't have your eyes closed, you could just soften your gaze if that feels better. Your hands are nice and soft on your lap, palms down to ground, palms up to receive. Or I invite you into a Gyan Mudra with your index fingers and thumbs touching, palms up, just resting on your lap. Notice if you are leaning forward a little bit, just bring your shoulders to stack over your hips. Nice long inhales in and out. Calming the mind, forgetting about anything that's happened this morning, and just focusing on yourself and your self-care and being present at this moment. And on the next in-breath, I invite you to bring your hands to heart center. Our thumbs touch the sternum. And I welcome you to set an intention for your practice. This is the intention you take with you through practice and carry with you into your life. And this can be anything like feeling peace, mindfulness, acceptance, or even holding space for someone you hold dear, or holding space for yourself. And begin to flutter your eyes open, and I will be here waiting for you as we get ready, and begin to bring your hands back down to your lap. And take a nice deep breath in. We're going to begin with our neck and shoulders and just bringing our left ear to our left shoulder. And then bringing it back up to center slowly, and then bringing our right ear to our right shoulder. And then gently coming back up to center and repeating on the left side. And if anything feels uncomfortable, or you're feeling really tender today, just be gentle with yourself. Practice with compassion. Bring your neck back up to center, and then again, right ear to right shoulder. And practicing with compassion and listening to your bodies. Our bodies change every day. And then coming back to center. From here, take a nice inhale in. And on the exhale, drop your chin down towards your chest. Just letting your head hang with the gravity as it stretches out your neck, the back of your neck muscles. The contraction in your throat also helps here. Contracts the glands that are in your neck, constricts them, and then bring your chin back up parallel to the floor. Take a gaze over to the left. And then come back to center. Take a gaze over to the right slowly. And then come back to center. All right, take an inhale in, bring the shoulders up to your ears and roll them back. Inhale, roll them up, and exhale, roll them back. Inhale, shoulders go up and roll back down. And then on the next one, inhale, roll them up and forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, drop them forward. One more time, inhaling up and dropping them forward. Beautiful. From here, take your left arm and just bring it across the chest. And then gently bring your right arm and just right at the elbow or bicep, just bring that towards you. And then releasing, doing the other side, bringing that arm across the chest. And then releasing, and then just shaking it out. From here, with the palms down, inhale and raise your arms just shoulder height in front of you. And from here, just gently raise the palms up and down. And then bring your palms up, and then bring them into a fist and extend those fingers out. The rains today might be making your joints feel a little funky, so just getting into them and stretching them out helps get into all the knots and discomforts. And then just gently roll your wrists and then bring your arms down and down by your sides. Mountain pose, sitting up nice and tall, bring your shoulders back, let your scapula slide down the mid-back. Raise the chest, pull in the navel, ground your feet in, and feel the crown of your head like it's being pulled up gently by a string up at the crown, up towards the sky. Lengthening the spine, and then gently feel like your lower spine, your lower back is just gently dropping towards the earth. From here, turn the palms to face back. Inhale, arms come forward, and then gently drop them back. Inhale, arms move forward, and gently drop them back. Beautiful. From here again, take that left arm, bring it across the body, gently just pulling towards you. And then letting that go, and then bringing the other one across the chest. And then letting that one go and dropping the arms by your side. Beautiful. From here, bring the arms up again, shoulder height, and drop them. Inhale again, they come back up, and this time bring them just behind the knee or underneath the knee. And bring your left knee up towards your left shoulder. And then release. Arms come up again. And then gently drop, bring them to the right knee to right shoulder. And then gently release that knee. Again, hands move back and forward and drop. Again, inhale, up they come, shoulder height. and then let them fall. Beautiful. From here again, bring your left knee towards your left shoulder, and this time rotate your ankle any direction, and then go the opposite direction. You can point and flex, and then dropping that knee. From here again, arms come by your side. Inhale, they come up shoulder height, and then they drop. And then bring them up again, and we'll bring them to our right knee towards right shoulder. And again, you can rotate your ankle any direction and point and flex. And then gently bringing that leg back down. Beautiful. Again, inhale, arms come up, shoulder height, and then they drop back down. Again, breathing in, they come back shoulder height, and then they come back down. So the reason I'm changing our arm movements here, and then gently bring those arms back, open up the chest, is just a practice today to take it easy on the shoulders. You know, usually we raise our arms above our head, and we will later on in practice, but just taking it easy at the beginning of practice today, just to bring something in to ease the shoulders, and then gently release. Again, bring them forward and back by your sides. Beautiful. From here, just gently rest your hands on your lap. Let's do our torso circles. We're going to begin rotating our torso in our pelvic bowl. Again, syncing the breath as you move forward, inhaling, and as you move back, exhaling. And then one more rotation in this direction, and then we'll move the opposite direction. And if it feels good to begin to bring the shoulders into that movement, you can just bring the shoulders inward and rotating them into your movement. And then coming back to center. Beautiful. Hands by your sides. Inhale, they come up. And exhale, they fall. Inhale, they come up. Bring them back down to the left knee. Knee towards your left shoulder. And let that go. Arms come up. And exhale, they come back down to the right knee. And then release. Beautiful. From here, bring your left shoulder forward. Right shoulder moves back. Just a gentle shoulder movement. Your gaze could be just towards your right shoulder. And then come back to center. Slowly. Left shoulder moves back. Right shoulder moves forward. And then come back to center. So from here, moving cat-cow a little bit differently. On the inhale, our chest is going to move forward, and our arms and our hands, they're going to move this time. So our hands are going to rest on our lap, and as we move our chest forward on the inhale, our hands are going to slide on our thighs towards our hips, and then on the exhale, they're going to slide forward. So take a nice deep inhale, bring the chest forward, gaze gently rises. And on the exhale, hands slide forward towards the knees. Shoulders move in, heart moves inward, tail tucks. Inhale, slide the hands back. Exhale, slide them forward, shoulders curl in, heart belts in. And just continue breathing in and out, moving with the breath, syncing the breath with the movement. And you have options. If your skin is feeling a little sensitive today as well, you could just leave your hands where we usually leave them. But if this feels nice to you and you want to add this to your practice, you can. And then coming back to center. Beautiful. Let's take our hands together and rub them really fast, creating some heat. And then once you have that heat going nicely between the palms, gently place the palms on your eyes. And just take a few breaths here. Just closing everything out for a moment. And then relax the hands back down to your sides. Mountain pose again, just relaxing the shoulders down, wrists come down, sitting up nice and tall. And you can close your eyes here and just notice anything that's going on in your body today. Is there any discomfort? Is there any resistance? Or are you feeling ease? And just taking that in and noticing. From here, bring your hands on your lap. We're going to extend the left leg out. And then we're going to reach forward with our right. Palm faces inward. Bring the shoulder into its socket. From here, just gently lift that leg up. And then release. Extending that right leg out, extending the left arm. And then gently raising that leg up and releasing. Again, extending the left leg out and extending the right arm out. Gently lift that leg up. And then bring it back. Extending the right leg out, reach with the left, and gently lift your right leg up. Bring the shoulder back in its socket. Sit up nice and tall, and then release. Beautiful. Inhale, arms move forward, shoulder height. Exhale, drop the arms by your side. Actually bring the arms back, open up the chest. Sit up nice and tall, broaden the collarbones, bring the shoulders back, and then gently bring the arms all the way back up, shoulder height, and then bring the hands back to the right knee as you pull towards your right shoulder, and then dropping that one, bringing the arms back up, shoulder height, and dropping it over to your right knee and bringing it over to your right shoulder. Beautiful. All right, so from here, just gently start to sway back and forth in your chair and just feeling, moving the body, and then begin again to make those circles. This time not necessarily isolating in the hip, but moving those points kind of off the chair. So you feel the hip point lift from one side to the other as you rotate, and then switch sides. So then the other one will lift. One side lifts, and then the other side lifts. And then coming back to center. Beautiful. All right. So from here, I'm going to have you inhale your arms shoulder height. And this time, bring them all the way down. We're going to hinge forward, doing our forward fold here, letting your head drop all the way down, melting forward, and then just gently moving your neck back and forth and up and down. And then if this feels uncomfortable, you're welcome to put a cushion between your thighs and your tummy, or put a block or a book in front of you. From here, we're going to inhale, bring our hands, palms to the shins, gently lift the chest forward, bring the shoulders back, and then gently arms come back up to your lap, tucking in the elbows, coming all the way up. Beautiful. Extending the arms forward. This time, bring your palms to face each other. Inhale, lengthen and pull in the navel. And we're going into chair pose. Ground your feet into the earth. Gently hinge forward. Just slightly hinging forward. Keep your spine nice and long. Gaze is a few feet in front of you. Feel the base of your spine move towards the earth. Again, keeping the awareness in your navel area, pulling that in, keeping your core nice and strong, and then gently coming back to seated and releasing the hands. Inhale, arms come up shoulder height, coming back down to the right knee, And bringing that right knee to right shoulder and releasing. Arms come up and back down to the right knee and bringing the right knee to the right shoulder and releasing. Beautiful. From here, bring your left arm up and across to the right knee. You can support this twist with your right hand on the chair, just holding on to that. Inhale, lengthen the spine to the crown. And then gently take that twist over to the right. Maybe your gaze goes over your right shoulder. And then slowly unwind, coming back to center. And then inhaling the right arm across the body to the left knee. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And then take that twist over to the left side. And then slowly unwinding back to center. Beautiful. From here, let's extend our left leg out. We're going to inhale our arms up shoulder height. We're going to move or shift that left arm down towards the left leg. And from here, right arm just comes over the right ear. And then bring that right arm back, shoulder height, coming back, lifting that left arm, gaze is over the right fingertips. And from here, dropping that left arm back onto that left leg, flip the palm of the right, gently bring that arm over and go into humble warrior. And then come back to warrior two. Again, dropping your left hand down, flipping the palm of the right, and then reaching over the right ear, and then coming back to warrior two, gazes over the right fingertips, and then releasing the arms and coming back to center and bringing that leg back in. Extending the right leg out, arms come up shoulder height, and from here, that right arm is going to reach down to our right leg. Left arm is going to reach over our left ear. Nice side body stretch. And you can just gaze forward. You can take a gaze to your bicep. And then come back to warrior two. Gazes over your left fingertips. Flip the palm on the left hand, drop that right arm, bring that over the left ear, humble warrior, and then gently coming back to warrior two. Open up the chest, expand your arms out, reach in opposite directions as your gaze is over your left fingertips. Again, dropping that right arm down, flipping the palm of the right, going into humble warrior, and then coming back to warrior two, and then slowly come back to center and release the arms and bring it back in. All right, that you did probably feel in the shoulders and your legs, so you can shake it out if that feels good. All right, let's do a full body stretch here, and then we'll get to standing. So extend your legs out. Inhale and lift your arms up, full body stretch, star over here, extend those legs, look up if that feels good, and then bring it back in. Bring your hands to your chest here, and bring your legs in as they slide in. On the inhale, slide those legs out, expand, open up your heart, and then bring it back in. One more time, extend the feet, arms come out, massive love, and then bring it back in. And just hold here, one palm on the heart as the other one rests on top of the other. You can close your eyes. Again, just noticing. And fluttering your eyes open when you're ready. And releasing your hands to your lap. Ground your feet in. You're going to lift up and stand. From here, let's get into our feet, and instead of pedaling right now, we're going to actually just come onto the back of the chair, place your hands on the back of the chair, and on the inhale, you're going to lift both heels all the way up to the tiptoes. And then bring your heels down, lift the toes. Inhale, heels come up. And exhale, heels come down, lift the toes. Inhale, heels come up. And exhale, bring the heels down, lift the toes, spread the toes, and then place them back down on the ground. And just make this little motion with your toes like you're grabbing the floor. So it's just like a little cat like digging in. And then relax the feet. Beautiful. From here, we're going to do a little balancing pose. So feet are nice and hip distance apart. Lifting the heels on the inhale. And then gently bending the knees. Hinging at the ankles. And then just shift your weight towards the back of the heels here. Lift the chest. And then gently place the heels back down and stand all the way back up. Beautiful. Again, coming onto the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge at the ankles. Press your heels forward just as much as you can. And if you want to let go this time, shifting your weight to your heels, lifting the chest, you can reach out with one arm or both. Pull the navel in, keep your core nice and tight, and then release. Let your heels fall back down. Beautiful. Inhale, left arm comes up over the left ear. And then exhale, let that go. Inhale, right arm comes up, reaches over the right ear. And then let that one go. Both arms come up, parallel to the ears. Reach up. And then from here, begin to move your arms back as your gaze moves with your arms, gazing up, micro back bend here, and then coming back to center and releasing the arms. Wonderful. All right. Take a step back with your left foot. And from here, standing on train tracks, so your feet are nice and parallel, but the stance is parallel, but the heel is in towards the center line of the body. The toes are pointing out, so about a 45-degree angle as your toes point to the left back of the chair. From here, lift the chest. Inhale, arms come up. Bend the front knee. So front knee stacks over the ankle. Beautiful. And then exhale, bring your arms down. Bring your arms behind you. If you can interlace your fingers, if not, just reach back. Open up your heart here. Collarbone broadens. If you want to take this posture a little bit further, take a nice deep breath in and just gently hinge at the hips, moving forward. Maybe the arms lift a little bit and just over the back of the chair. And then come all the way back up. Release your hands. Inhale your arms up and down they come. Bring that right leg to meet the left. Take a nice deep breath in. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, bring them back down behind the chair, onto the chair, back of the chair. Inhale your feet to the tippy toes. So lift your heels. You're going to tuck your elbows in and lean forward. Plank. And then gently coming back up, placing the heels back on the floor. Bring that right leg back. So take a nice step back. Bend the front knee as the knee stacks over the ankle. Inhale, both arms come up or one. Exhale, bring your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers if that's available to you, and bring your wrists towards your heels. Take a nice inhale in. Bring the shoulders back. Gently begin to lean forward, hinging at the hips. And then gently, slowly coming all the way back up. And it's totally okay to do this with your hands on the back of the chair. Release the bind. Inhale, your arms come up. Exhale, they come back down. And bring that back foot to meet the front. Take a few steps back, going into downward facing dog. So make my space. All right, so take a few steps back. Make sure you have enough room to extend your arms forward. Hip shift back. Feet are about hip distance apart. Toes point forward, heels behind the toes. And you're gazing at your toes. Maybe you're gazing a little bit between your feet. Keep your shoulders in their sockets as you reach forward. Take an in-breath and pull in the navel. Shift your hips back. It's a nice opposite stretch of the spine. And then gently lifting all the way back up, walking back behind the chair. All right, so inhale, both arms come up. Interlace the fingers, pointer finger points. Inhale, lengthen here, and then gently lean over to the left. Bring that left shoulder forward if you can. And then come back to center. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, leaning over to the right side. Gently bring that right shoulder forward and pressing your hips towards the left side of the room. So in this posture, be sure your hips are pointing front. So hips are square to the chair, but you're shifting those hips towards the left side. And then come back to center. Drop your hands softly. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, let it all go. And shake it out. All right. This time, inhale, arms move forward and up. Reach back. Reach, 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 reach. And then exhale, hinging at the hips, coming forward to the base of the chair in front of you. From here, lift the chest for your half lift. And then gently coming back up to standing. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge forward, arms come forward to the base of the chair. Lengthen through the crown, lift the chest for your half lift. And then gently coming back up to standing. Come up to the tiptoes, lift your heels on the inhale, and then gently lean forward, tuck the elbows into the body. And then gently coming back up and setting your heels back down. Beautiful. All right, so from here, let's go back to seated. And actually, before we go back to seated, just kidding. Let's do a full body stretch. So let's inhale our arms up and reach up. Come on to the tiptoes. And then let it all go. Shake it out. Shake your legs out. And then now let's sit down. All right. Coming back to seated. From here, just sitting up nice and tall. Grounding those hip bones in. Bring the flats of the feet together. And then just let your knees fall open. Hands are nice and relaxed on the lap. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. You're sitting up nice and tall. And on the exhale, hinge forward at the hips. Pull in the navel. Shoulders shift back. So feel those scapulas work towards one another. And then gently coming all the way back up. From here, just bringing your right shoulder back. Left shoulder moves forward. And then coming back to center slowly. Take a nice inhale in. And on the exhale, left shoulder moves back. Right shoulder moves forward. Gentle movement. And then coming back to center. All right. So release the feet. And one thing I'm going to have us do a little differently today too is I'm going to have us stretch the tops of our feet. So bring your left foot in. Gently place the foot on top with your toes touching the floor. And then just gently press into the toes. You feel that? It's something we don't do at all, I think. And then release. We're going to go back in to with our right, just on top of the toes, and then just gently pressing. So it might feel a little uncomfortable because it's not something we do all the time, but it gives a nice stretch to the top of the foot. And then we're going to repeat. Bring the left toes inward, just placing the tops of the toes on the floor, and just gently pressing into them. And just breathe into it. And then release. Bringing in the toes, tops of the right foot, just gently pressing in. And then release. Wonderful. Great job. All right, hands by our sides as we inhale. Bring them up just shoulder height and let them fall. Bring them all the way back. Open up the chest. Inhale, arms move forward, just shoulder height. Bring them down to your left knee. Bring that left knee towards your left shoulder. Again, you can flex here or point or do any kind of movement with your ankle you might feel you need or not. And then releasing that leg down. Arms by our sides as we bring them forward on the inhale. And then bring them just below our right knee. Bringing our right knee, or just interlacing our fingers, bringing that knee towards our right shoulder. Again, any kind of movement in the ankle you would like to do. And then release. Beautiful. Hands by our sides. Reach back, open up the chest. Open up the heart. And then bring the arms all the way forward. Shoulder height. Again, bring the palms up, down, just a few times. And then bring them all the way back. And then bring them forward and just let them float. And then bringing it back in. Beautiful. Mountain pose, sitting up nice and tall. Spine lengthens, building that space between the vertebra, increasing lung capacity here as we lengthen and then release. Beautiful. Okay, so let's do pigeon, seated pigeon. So let's bring our left ankle to our right thigh, or if that feels uncomfortable, left ankle on the right. Or if you have a hip replacement and none of that feels good, it's okay to cross your legs. Okay, so just wherever you are with your body, flexing the foot. So I'm going to put my ankle on my top leg and then rest my hands, inner knee, inner ankle. I'm going to inhale, lengthen through the crown, tuck the elbows in, and exhale, take a nice little lean forward. Lengthen through the crown and feel that stretch in the outer glute, outer thigh. Maybe you want to take another inhale in and melt into it a little bit more. And then just be sure you're not kinking your neck. I'm looking up at the camera, so I'm going to bring my head down a little bit, just to gaze just a few feet in front of me to straighten out my spine. I'm still lengthening through the crown. And as I do, I can feel those muscles stretching. So even minimal movements matter. And then come all the way back up slowly. So even just a slight shift in movements, you can feel different muscles working. And release your legs. We're going to repeat on the other side again. Ankle on top of ankle. Legs crossed. Or ankle on top of the thigh. Hands resting, inner thigh, inner ankle. Elbows are nice and tucked. Inhale, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, hinge forward. So flex your foot. Again, just looking a few feet in front of you. Straightening out that spine as you lengthen through the crown. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, melting into this posture. And then gently coming all the way back up. Beautiful. Let's release that and shake it out. All right. Let's move our arms forward on the inhale. And on the exhale, reaching back. Inhale, arms move forward. And then dropping them down. This time, inhale, arms will come up shoulder height, palms face forward. Bring that left arm across the chest. Bring those fingertips over to your forearm. Gently brush those fingertips. Bring them in all the way across the chest and back out. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. Believe it or not, a little lymphatic massage. And then bring the fingers across the chest and reach out, repeating, bringing those left fingertips over to the right side, coming all the way across the chest, reaching out. Last one, as the right arm comes over, brushes with the fingertips, the inside of the other arm across the chest and out. Reach back, open up the chest, and then drop your arms gently. Wonderful. All right, this time arms are going to go over our head. Palms come together. Exhale, bring them back down to heart center. Inhale, palms rise. Above our heads, flip the palms, let it all go. All the way down. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, palms come together as they come back to our heart. From here, take an inhale. And on the exhale, left shoulder shifts back. Right shoulder comes forward. Another, come back to center and take another inhale in. And bring that right shoulder back. Left shoulder moves forward. We're a little bit more warmed up now. And then coming back to center. All right. So from here, arms come up shoulder height. Flip the palms forward. Bring the palms behind your head. Interlace the fingers. Press your head into your palms. And then on the inhale, widen the elbows. Exhale, bring the elbows towards each other. Inhale, elbows come out. Exhale, elbows come in. This time, bring your chin towards the chest. And then lift your chest all the way back up. Extend the elbows out. And then let's repeat again. And then bringing them back out again, releasing the bind and letting your hands relax by your side. And then bringing them back down, back over to your lap and set you up for Savasana. So get comfy. Maybe you want to throw a blanket over you, put a sweater on or your socks on. And gently shifting back into getting into our chair comfortably and making sure we're not leaning back and shoulders are just above, stacked over our hips. Closing our eyes, maybe softening our gaze. And bring the shoulders up to your ears and then just let them fall. Again, any hand position that you feel you would like to bring into your final Shavasana and meditation. And begin to feel your feet just melt into the earth. Feel the earth support you as the earth supports the chair that supports you. Just feeling nice and safe and grounded. Hips melt into the chair. If at any point your body feels like swaying a little bit, you could do that. And then just coming back to center. Notice if you're clenching your jaw. And just loosen up the jaw, bring your chin parallel to the floor and just slightly tucked. Reach your crown towards the sky. Brows soften. Your cheeks are soft as your eyes fall into their sockets. Welcome to your full body relaxation, Savasana. And with your eyes closed, begin to bring awareness back into the body by wiggling your toes, your fingers. And keeping your eyes closed, I invite you to bring your hands to heart center and join me in bringing them up to your third eye as a reminder to think kind thoughts. In front of your lips as a reminder to speak kind words. And back down to your heart as a reminder to live life full of love and joy. It's my deepest honor to be here and guide your practice today from my heart to yours. Take a deep bow of gratitude to you. Thank you so much, everyone, for showing up live and at home. Thank you so much for joining us today.